I'm going to make this very brief because Jeopardy is on and it's very, very hectic over here as Carmine is getting ready for a bath, and it's a very hectic time over here, as you can see. Um, you know, what we've been playing with this recently.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, Carmine, we're on YouTube. You want to come say hello to the YouTube people? I love this thing. I love this thing. It doesn't do great in terms of making eyeballs, but it's pretty cool. Carmine and I get a big kick out of it, and it's a-okay. I think it doesn't make in my book. All right. Um, hey, I want to congratulate Russian President Vladimir Putin on a very unexpected win in his. Here, you gonna take a bath, Mommy? No. A very unexpected win in his re-election. Oop, sorry. Very hotly contested re-election campaign to become president of Russia. I certainly didn't see that coming, but he won with 80 something percent of the vote. So congratulations to him. Speaking of elections, it is looking like the American election. What are you doing?
My hand.
Yeah, your hand. The American election is moving. Go in the bathtub. Go see mommy. The American election is progressing with no labels, having candidate after candidate turn them down. It looked like for a while the candidate that they were going to turn to was a fellow by the name of Jeff Duncan. And it appears that Jeff Duncan is not going to be the candidate. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I'd ever heard of Jeff Duncan. Apparently, he's the former lieutenant governor of Georgia, and he's turned them down. But apparently, they're going to move forward with a ticket anyway. I'm going to be joined this week, I'm not sure which day, I was just talking to the No Labels folks, by former Senator Joe Lieberman, who's very involved in this No Labels movement. I have a lot of questions for the No Labels folks about their whole process and how this is working. I think it's great that there's going to be another option. I mean, in an election with Trump versus Biden, I don't know that there's an election better suited to have alternative voices and more candidates, so we'll see where this goes. But if you have suggestions for what I should ask Joe Lieberman, I would love to hear them. Let me know. You can, I guess no one's watching right now live, but you can comment or you can email me, frank.morano@redappleaudionetworks.com. Tonight, which is Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, my guest in the first hour of the program is going to be Dr. Sky. We're going to have our semi-monthly / bi-weekly chat with Dr. Sky, Steve Cates. Everybody has eclipse fever. We're just a couple of weeks away from this historic solar eclipse. Should be a lot of fun. I've got my glasses. I'm looking forward to it, and we'll see what he has to say, not only about the eclipse, but a whole bunch of other things. Yesterday's show was quite interesting in that we had Andrew McLuhan on, the grandson of Marshall McLuhan. So if you didn't listen to that, I hope you'll go back and listen to the podcast now. You can just go to fmwabc.com. That's fmwabc.com. And I know a lot of people are mad about March Madness. It's getting started tomorrow. I don't know anything about college basketball, but I have agreed, along with the rest of my WABC colleagues, to put together a bracket for the final 64. So we'll see how that turns out. I don't know how that's going to go. We'll see. So we will. I'm going to probably enlist the help of my friend Brian Silverstein, who actually knows something about college basketball in terms of putting together this bracket. We'll see how that goes. But Brian is going to Atlantic City on an upcoming day. I don't know if he wants this trip outed, so I won't say. But I tried to get him a room at one of the hotels that I patronize once in a while, and I wasn't able to get it for him. I feel bad because I'm such a big promoter of Atlantic City, and I know everybody down there. But it's one of those things where if I was going down, I could probably get him a room with me. But when I'm not going down there to lose all my money, they don't necessarily want to transfer it to someone else that's not going to lose all that money. So I felt bad that I wasn't able to get him a room, but what can you do? So hopefully he'll still do a good job in helping put my bracket together. One of the things that I've been talking about, I'm on Twitter as well, at Frank Morano, is how I still call it Twitter. And every time you see Twitter mentioned or X mentioned, nobody says X. It's always X, formerly Twitter. I get that Elon Musk was trying to get some uniformity with SpaceX and all these other companies. No one's calling it X. Just call it Twitter. People enjoyed it as Twitter. It had a history as Twitter. It had cachet as Twitter. It should really just be Twitter. So that's my 2 cents. All right. So we got Dr. Sky tonight. We have Joe Lieberman one day this week. I'm still working on putting together the details of this TikTok debate. Stay tuned for that. I was really interested in the arguments in front of the Supreme Court yesterday over the government being able to censor different people's posts on social media and whether or not communication from the government to the social media companies advising them to take them down. Elke says, hi, Frank. Hi, Frank, to you. Hi, Elke. I was very interested in that discussion, and I agree with the lower courts that it's totally unconstitutional for the government to be telling people, social media companies, that you should take these posts down. I think it is coercive, but I looks like I'm in the minority because most of the justices, several of the swing vote conservatives as well as the liberals on the court, they all seemed very skeptical of that argument. So we'll see where that goes. But I shudder to think where we're going to go. I think this is one of the most important free speech cases of our lifetime. And if the government has the blessing to tell the social media companies what posts it would like taken down, I don't think we're going to end up in a very good place. All right. I have to head in early tonight for a meeting, so I'm going to get going. I appreciate you watching. And if you want to, if you want to share this on social media, please be my guest. So that's that. All right, Ellen. The Elke is actually Ellen. That's her pseudonym. Who knew? Who knew? All right. Tonight, Dr. Sky and more. I will see you on the radio. If somebody sent you this video, please subscribe. I'm trying to get 225 million subscribers, just like Mr. Beast has. So far, I think we're up to about 300. So only 234 million and change to go. We'll get there. All right. I'll see you on the radio.